Boom! We're back again with another episode of the Role Models Podcast. Today I got with me
Mr. Swizzy.
Mr. Swizzy.
Yes,
You already
sir.
know,
With the guy Prophet.
don't know,
Yes, sir.
If you don't know now, you know.
Yeah,
Today, we were just having different kinds of conversation. We're talking about some real shit behind the scenes, and like
yeah.
some conversations that I'm like, maybe we shouldn't even put that on the podcast because it's so controversial. But
I
fuck it,
mean,
like let's see what happens today, man.
let's
Let's
see.
just go for it and see
So,
what happens,
what's up? What's the topic, man?
bro. Like we were talking about the first thing, if Jesus Christ was to come back to Earth with the chariots from the sky, people were gonna be like, "Yo, that's an alien, alien invasion, eh?"
Yeah, type shit. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't really know what it's gonna look like, his return, the book. I never really read the Bible like that, to be honest. I just kind of hear a couple of scriptures. I hear people talking about
Mm.
revelations and shit. I don't know exactly how it's gonna happen. I've heard different things. I heard someone say Jesus is gonna pull a sword out of his throat when he's gonna fight the Antichrist or some shit.
Damn, that sounds crazy. At the same time, it sounds like some battle that'd be very interesting to witness and watch.
Yeah.
Like Revelation should be a movie or a TV show, bro. Like
Are you
why
you
why
looking forward to it?
no.
No. So what do you
No.
mean like a
Ain't
movie?
nobody looking forward to
A
dying,
movie supposed to be
to being
something.
judged, But nah, like I'm looking forward to watching it as a TV show if it was a TV show. But
I mean,
yeah.
I know I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. But at the end of the day, I feel like for those who are like, who believe in God and who want to see the world become a better place, we are a little bit excited, probably afraid too, because we don't know really what it's going to be like, the judgment day or revelation. But at the end of the day, a lot of us want the wicked to end, right? So a
Uh,
lot of people want that day to come. You know what I'm trying to say? Because it's said that when that day comes, God's going to get rid of the wicked. You know what I'm trying to say?
Funny story. It
Yeah.
doesn't happen immediately.
Over time.
Yeah. Actually, it's gonna take a while.
Hey man, as long
If
as it
you
gets
read the
done,
Bible, it's gonna take a while. There's gonna be a lot of suffering first.
as long as it
Before
gets
Jesus
done.
Christ is gonna rule for 1,000 years, there's gonna be a lot of suffering. That's where the mark of the beast is gonna come in, the picture type shit. Do you believe we are in the last days?
Definitely. Some people even say that the mark of the beast is what Elon Musk is trying to put those chips in people's brains. And like
Shout out Elon Musk.
how they're doing those like
I think it's called Neuralink.
Neuralink, and
Yeah.
also like, you ever see in China they have that social credit
Yeah,
system.
yeah.
So basically, and I seen some shit like they're putting like these, basically like a wallet or ID chip in your body, so
Mm.
like you can access stores, purchase things, whatever, but you're gonna be like chipped. So I feel like if they do get enough people to fall for that, then it's like you're only gonna be access to the grocery store or whatever things that you need if you have this chip inside you, and then like that's gonna be ran by a computer. So someone could just say like, no, this guy doesn't deserve to eat today, and just nothing will be able to work. You know what I'm trying to say?
Let me give you a broader picture,
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
So you see how they were able to pretty much almost silence a guy like Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
even though he got millions. Like he rich, like he got millions. So like I feel like where we're headed to with the powers that be, if you say something that goes against the program,
Or you're done.
if you do something that goes against the program, if you're trying to educate people, if you're even, in my opinion, preaching the gospel or like any religious type shit,
Yeah.
they can make it such a way that your whole life is controlled digitally, right? So they could literally like just shut you down, shut everything down, your bank accounts, you know, shut like repossess your house type shit, take your cars type shit, throw you in jail type shit. Like they could literally
Do
crumble
anything.
your
Yeah,
world,
yeah.
because you won't be able to buy anything. Anybody that probably associates with you would probably even be in the same boat as you guilty by association, like, hey, if you help him, like what they did with the truckers. You remember what they did with the
Yeah,
truckers
yeah, when
where it's
they're
like
protesting and
if you
shit.
send money to the bank accounts, like it gets frozen type shit. Like,
Do you think the world's gonna get to that type of condition though?
yes.
Like
I don't know how soon,
like
but
where most of this humanity is like slaves, kind of.
aren't we already slaves,
We
bro?
are, but we have some form of freedom right now. You know, obviously they're making it more like harder when they're trying to implement
I think it will get worse.
these things.
It will get worse. It will get more obvious.
You don't think there's gonna be a revolution? You don't think like at some point people are gonna say, okay, we had enough, like we're not going for it.
Bro, I don't think so.
You don't think so? You
I
don't have
don't
no faith in humanity, man?
I don't think so.
You're just giving up already.
I think conformity is something that we are used to now. You know? We want to be able to afford a house,
You see how we were
make
talking about
money.
earlier about black people being separated and like that was like a plan,
Yeah.
probably being like controlled.
Yeah.
I feel like because you even said like, you know, more black people are waking up to their true selves, trying to learn their history.
Mhm.
So I feel like eventually it's gonna get to a point and soon where enough black people are gonna understand that we are a family. You feel me? And at that point, it's over, bro. There's no more.
Black people are not gonna save the world.
You don't think so? Well, maybe
No.
not. Maybe not just black people alone, but
Yeah. I
I
think
feel like it's gonna start with the black people, and other people are gonna see the movement and join in. You get what I'm trying to say? It's
I
gonna be a
mean,
whole world movement.
it's gonna be a spiritual movement, more like, yeah, okay, let's say like black people are a lot more in tune with like spirituality and like spiritual stuff, right?
Yes.
So if we start understanding ourselves and understanding our true nature and like, going back to our greatness, and it affects the world in general, and people are coming into their spiritual awakening, like, people are understanding their self, their purpose, that we're not just here to like work, pay bills, die.
Exactly.
We are here for a greater reason, and we're here in the likeness of God, right? To like, be creators and to like, be divine beings. If people were to all of a sudden come to that awareness, then yes, we might be able to break free of certain shackles, and like, we might be able to,
Fam, take the whole world back, fam. We're gonna take the
ascend.
whole world back, fam.
Yeah,
We're gonna
but
take the lands back.
ain't nobody trying to do all that.
Who's not trying to do all that, man? You don't think people want that? A lot of people want to see paradise here, man. A lot of people are tired of the fuckery. But the thing is, good people, not all of them, but a lot of good people are like afraid to stand up against bad people. But like everywhere, you see it in movies, like in superhero shows, like the good guy is always stronger than the bad guy. The bad guy just appears strong because he uses fear. So anyone who's afraid of him won't stick up. But you know, Superman, Spider-Man, whoever it is that is a good person, they always beat up the bad guy.
I think the movies, okay, this is a very controversial download right now, right? Receiving it from the source.
Let's go.
I think movies are done to inspire that one person that think that they're trying to save the world, that think that they're more powerful than the bad people. It's like psyops. Movies with superheroes where like there's somebody coming to save you and that person will defeat the evil people. It's fiction, bro. In real life,
Do you not believe that good is stronger than evil?
they're the same.
Or put it this way, is love not more powerful than hate?
No, they're the same.
They're not the same, bro.
The only difference is the vibration changes with the amount of people that are practicing either or.
Brother, what vibration does God operate through?
They say good.
What emotion would it be? Love, right?
Yeah.
God operates through love, right?
Very controversial, but most of the time, yes, they say God operates
What does the devil
with
operate through?
love. Let's say
Hate.
evil and hate.
Okay. Who's stronger between the two, God or the devil?
God is stronger not because of love and hate, but just by divine authority and divine nature. God is stronger.
But his authority, his God's, like, the emotion that God is love. God is love. God is not
God
hate.
can also be wrath. God can also be destruction.
Of course, God is everything. But the thing is, God doesn't create his creations to hate them. He creates his things to love them.
True.
Satan.
Very, very interesting debate right now.
Satan hates us humans.
Yes.
So that's what makes him a little bit powerful. By the end of the day, God's love is more powerful than Satan's hate.
Yes, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, man.
But not in our day-to-day life. As you can see, the world is mostly an evil place. That means
It
evil
is.
is winning, my nigga.
I feel like this
that's
world is like it's a spiritual like school. You feel
it's
me?
this world is spiritual warfare. We are on war grounds right now. But a lot of people don't know. This I have a theory. It's a theory that is, you know, it's a theory that has been like, theorized.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not the one that originally
Yeah,
created this
yeah, yeah,
theory,
yeah.
but I believe, should I say,
Okay.
this theory that we are on a prison planet. So Earth is a prison planet, and we are on a war ground between
Where did you get
forces
this?
of good and
Where
evil,
did you get
whatever.
this theory from, brother?
All right, I'll prove it to you. Where was Adam when he was created?
He was in where when he was created?
Yeah,
He was created in where was he created? In heaven or in earth? I don't know.
it was created in the Garden of Eden.
Okay, the Garden of Eden
Paradise.
was on earth, brother.
Debatable, but it was in paradise, supposedly. Let's call it paradise.
Okay.
And when Adam and Eve sinned, God cast them out of Eden. Who else was cast out of heaven?
Satan.
The fallen angels
But
were
he
cast out of somewhere
but they
that was in a
chose to
higher
leave.
plane. No,
Didn't
Adam and
they?
Eve did not choose to leave.
No. The angels
No,
chose
they
to
did.
follow
No,
Satan.
no. They were kicked out of heaven. They did not choose to follow.
They didn't
There
choose to
was a
follow.
war in heaven, and they fell. They got expelled out of
Okay,
heaven.
they got expelled.
Yeah, and where did they fall to?
Down here.
Earth. So who else left paradise and came to earth? Adam and Eve. So we're all in the same plane right now, right?
But what if the Garden of Eden was an actual garden on earth and so they were already on
So
earth?
where is it?
Africa. Because that's where life started, right?
Africans, y'all seen the Garden of Eden yet? I don't think so.
Fam.
I don't think so. If you have, let me know the location. Even if it does exist on Earth, let me know if y'all can just walk in there and pick apples and
Brother.
pick fruit and play with the animals over
When's
there.
the last time
'cause
you've been to Africa, man?
5 years ago.
And what did it look like? Paradise?
No, it didn't.
That's just the place you were in, fam. You gotta go look at the nice trees and the rivers and the fruits
I mean,
and all
Africa
of
is
that
a beautiful place. The landscapes are beautiful, but that doesn't mean that is
The
Eden.
whole earth is paradise, fam. Sometimes you have to look at the beauties of nature. This place is
Nature
not a
is beautiful,
This place is not a
and
prison.
it could be paradise. But there is also prisons for rich people that look nice. You ever seen like the European prisons, bro? Like they
Brother,
be lit as
okay,
fuck, bro.
but
Like
you see what I'm
not
saying?
all prisons look like shit.
Everything evil they're talking about on this earth comes from man. But everything that God put on this earth was already blessed. The grass,
Okay.
the trees, the animals, the rivers, everything was perfect.
Let's
Everything
analyze.
you say that's evil is coming from us. We made
That's
this
not true.
place. We
That's
made
not
this
true.
place evil.
That's not true. The fallen angels made this place evil.
Through us.
Yes.
Okay, so it's still us that did the work. They just influenced us.
Yes. Influenced. Yes.
There you go. But
They're always talking
but
in
who
people's
did
ears.
the work? We did the work.
Okay.
Right?
If you said we did the work, the work, we did the work.
Yeah.
But the grand scheme of things is
That's why I was saying
we
I feel
left a place that was perfect and we ended up here. Right?
Yeah.
And then after thousands of years, somebody came to die for us, to save us, to redeem us, right?
Yeah.
Why would he do that if we're already in paradise?
The whole Jesus thing.
When your lawyers are trying to get you out of jail type shit, and they
Yeah.
come to court and they presenting a case and they're like, yeah, he innocent, save him, release him from jail type shit.
For me
right?
personally, I never really understood
Uh-huh.
Jesus dying for our sins, because it's like, even though he died for our sins, we're still able to sin. We still commit sins every day, the past sins and future sins to come. So unless they're saying he died for every sin that we're going to commit, but then if that is the case, then what is the point of us even seeking forgiveness if Jesus already sealed the deal? He died for us, so it's like
Yes.
we're good.
We are good. We are saved through Jesus Christ. But first of all, to be able to tap into that that safety or
But you
that.
see how that will fuck up some people's heads?
Well, hold on. It's how you interpret it. If you're able to tap, first of all, they said you're saved through Christ. So first of all, you have to give your life to Christ, confess your sins, and accept Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean automatically you're saved. you have access.
You have to repent and
right.
do all these
So
things,
you
right?
gotta like go through the motions, da 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 da, and believe. It's just like your lawyer tells you. Your lawyer tells you, "Hey, by the way, we have a strong case for you," and you're like, "Yeah, fuck all that. I don't believe you, nigga." You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
yo, we
yeah.
could get you out of jail, and you're like, "Yeah, nah, I'm good, man. Fuck all that."
You're just completely dismissing it. But like,
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is, for some, I get what you're saying, but for some people, they take it as Jesus, exactly how I said it. They might think Jesus died for them, so they're good.
Yes, to an extent, but it doesn't mean that's gonna save you from hell.
What is hell? Let's
Hell
get into
is
that.
a
What is hell?
place that is
You think
the
you think
presence
hell is
of
on?
God
You
is
think hell is
absent
on
from
earth?
there. Okay, I can play that game. Is hell on earth or is earth hell? I don't think earth is hell per se.
Okay.
I think earth is a prison planet. Earth is a prison. Hell is a different place, a different dimension
Yeah.
where the presence of God is absent.
Okay.
And that is where a lot of demons are apparently, where souls are tortured, da 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 da
Why
da
is
da.
why is God's presence absent? Is it because he chooses
Because
not to be there?
because yes,
But he can if he wanted to,
if he
right?
wanted to, but he's not there.
Okay. So
Why is he not there? Because hell is a place created for things, beings that hate God, right?
yeah.
So those are the forsaken, right? So
Okay.
they forsake God. So literally on earth, if people forsake God, they're going to hell. If people hate God, they're going to hell.
People who hate
Not
God,
because it's personally a punishment, but because that's a place for people that forsake and hate God. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what hell is. And then there's another place called the lake of fire. That's
Which
a
is in
completely
hell.
it's in the same realm as hell. But the
Okay.
lake of fire is more like a place where souls go to die. That is
And just
that is after
they
judgment.
stop existing
Yeah,
after that.
that is after judgment in the Bible.
So what deems you worthy of going to hell?
First of all, hating God, forsaking God, and His commandments. Those people that are not saved through Christ, that don't believe in God, are going to go to hell.
What if you believe in God but you don't believe in Jesus? Because maybe let's say you've never
That
heard
is
of Jesus.
that is a controversial.
Let's say you've never heard of Jesus.
That is a controversial thing that I feel like everybody that is really like looking for some sort of spiritual awakening or some sort of spiritual like that are on some spiritual journey has heard of Christ in one way, shape, or form. We live in an internet age. Almost everybody has heard of Christ.
Because I was explaining this to one of my homies. I was basically saying, okay, and you're African, so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I was saying there are certain like tribes in Africa who are like completely disassociated from modern humans, and they still wear like basically naked. They're hunting with sticks. They're speaking anglo anglo. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like those people might never hear of Jesus.
They might still go to heaven, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah.
do you have to hear of Jesus to make it to
Not
heaven?
necessarily. That's where the being saved when He died for us comes in, right? But if you hear the message
Yeah.
and you reject the message and you don't believe in the message and you still hate God and you still hate Christ and you still forsake it, then you'll probably pop up in hell and
Okay, I can agree.
Yeah.
I can agree with
type
that.
shit.
But there is some type of escape for people who've never heard
Yes.
of Jesus, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
that's fair, man.
So, like I said, He died for all our sins. Everybody on earth, all humans, He died for our sins. So we get some sort of, should I say, forgiveness? We get some sort of salvation, but true salvation comes from knowing that He did, believing that He did, and accepting God,
You
Jesus.
see, me personally, brother,
Yeah.
like I was telling you how I believe God is within, I also believe Satan is within us.
It could be, but He's not a part of us.
And I believe heaven is on earth and hell could be on earth. It just depends on what, like you said, the frequency you're vibrating on. You get what I'm trying to say? And this is from my own experience because,
Right.
brother, before I was like Muslim and I was like how I am now,
Yeah.
just a couple years ago, I was in a dark place and I had a lot of dark people around me. You get what I'm trying to say? A lot of depressed people. I was depressed. I was drinking liquor. I was smoking weed. I was doing Molly. I was doing perks. So I had a lot of like, and some people say like, oh, drugs can open you up to like certain demons or like, you know, spirits and that type of thing. So I felt like I was at a certain point in my life, I hated life, bro. I was depressed. I used to wake up like angry every day, like pissed off, like just because I didn't like my own life. And like I started to hate people because I hated myself. So like I'd go outside and I just wanted someone to bother me so that I could have a reason to react. You know what I'm trying to say? So like I feel like it just depends on your own mindset. Cause for me that was hell. Broski, I hated life. I hated everyone. I didn't like anything about being alive. But I
Okay.
still loved God. I just didn't understand what I was going through. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Then, you know, eventually, that's what I was going to get into. In COVID, I got moved out the city. I basically moved up into the countryside, you know? So I was out the city. Because when you're in the city, there's a lot of fucking bad influences here. There's a lot of idiots. There's just a lot of depressed people, lost people. So when you're around that, you're going to become that, you know? So when I moved out to the country, I was just literally living on a grass, like a farm almost type of area, you know? Nothing to do. I didn't have no job, so I'm just there in my crib. I was making music them time, just writing beats, writing lyrics. And like through that time, I was learning a lot of bullshit. I was trying to study religion and shit. That's when I was like going on that spiritual shit. I was kind of dabbling into Christianity, but like I was trying to find out black religions because I felt like, you know, Christianity belongs to the white man and shit, you know? So I was trying to find black religions. I started studying a bit of like the Egyptians and, you know, what was going on in Egypt and all those like, you know,
Egyptian
the
gods.
hieroglyphs, yeah, all that shit. But it
Yeah.
still was too much for me because they had too much gods. I said, fam, like this is too much to understand, you know. But then even got into like African. I don't know if you ever heard of Yoruba
Yeah.
or what's the other one, Orisha.
Orishas, yeah.
Yeah, so I started understand too, but then that was still had multiple like deities that were gods in it too. So then I start believing like, what is there more than one god? And
There are other gods.
then
There are
finally
lesser gods, but they exist.
finally I came, you know, eventually, just recently I came to Islam. It's easy to explain, you know, it's one God, creator of everything. It's very easy because I feel like God is not supposed to be so complicated, you know?
Yeah, he is. He's
I
supposed to
mean,
be
no, hear me
complicated.
out. He is complicated, but he's not supposed to be so complicated for you to understand him.
Debatable, but let me put it in this certain type of way.
Yeah.
That's your experience,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
In
yeah.
coming to a spiritual awakening.
Yes, sir.
What I was trying to say earlier, let me explain it in a different way.
Go ahead.
Jesus Christ exists more than just the fact that Jesus Christ came to die for you, right? The whole purpose of Christianity is for us to be Christ-like. We're already God-like, right? Because we are from his image. But Christ-like, Christ consciousness is something that has existed even before Christ came to die for us. Does that make sense to you?
Christ consciousness is God consciousness.
Yes, but it is a way of living life here that guarantees a better afterlife. Jesus Christ didn't really come to change anything that exists now. He didn't come to free slaves. He didn't come to, save people that were being tortured. He didn't come to save the Jews from the Romans. He came to prepare a place and tell us, hey, there's a place after you die where souls go. So I'm here to tell you guys about that. I'm not really here to change the system here,
He was here to
but
change the system because he was to set an example of how
he
to
was
be.
here to change us, not the system.
But we are the system.
We don't make the system.
Yeah.
Powers that be make the system. People that are in power
So
make the
when you say
system.
system, you mean the government? Is that what you mean? Like laws
I'm
and
not
that
gonna
type of
say
thing?
governments. Powers that be.
Well, what is the system? The way that the world functions? Is that what you're talking
We
about?
are in a prison planet. There are governing laws that guarantee a certain way that this level of experience is supposed to be.
Fam. Like what though? Are you talking about like man-made
Okay,
laws?
let me put in universal laws.
Fam,
Sure, some of them are man-made, but there's also
only
universal
a few
laws.
universal laws. Cause and effect. Gravity.
Mm,
That's fucking it, fam.
that's not it. There's a lot more universal law.
Karma. Like,
Okay.
you get what I'm trying to say? There's like
Okay.
a
There's
couple.
a lot more.
But maybe Mother Nature and that type of shit too. But fam, anything else? These borders, calling people immigrants, trying to
All of that
disconnect
is man-made.
man-made.
But it exists for a reason.
Because we're fucking idiots.
No. It
Who
exists.
told us to make these
It
things?
exists for a reason. Jesus Christ didn't care about all that. Jesus Christ, like,
He showed us the way to
he
be.
came to put us
Fam.
in a higher vibration. Let me use the word that a lot of people are using right now, so you might probably be able to tap in and understand.
Okay, go
He
ahead.
came to raise our vibration,
Okay.
right? He came to put us in Christ consciousness.
You don't like that word?
What? Vibration?
Vibration.
It's overused.
Yeah, okay, I get
Everybody
it.
talks about
But
it.
I mean,
them new age folk
yeah,
use the
yeah,
word,
yeah.
but they understand a certain level of spirituality. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ was spiritual. He wasn't Christian. Jesus Christ was not even a practicing Jew.
Fam, I
Maybe
feel
I
like-
shouldn't say that.
feel
Because
like
he
with
broke a
all-
lot
I feel like with
of
all-
the rules that the Jewish people practice.
Yeah.
So would you say Jesus Christ was Jewish? He was born Jewish, but he didn't really practice. He didn't keep the Sabbath day holy. You know, he didn't do a lot of things that Jewish people did, which was why the Jews, the Pharisees, didn't really like him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Jesus Christ was practicing spirituality, but in a sense of he was trying to raise our vibration to make us live in a better way, mind, body, and soul, to become one with ourselves, to become one with him,
Exactly.
to become one with God, so that when we leave this earth, we continue that relationship that we lost at the beginning, going back to Adam, when we leave. But he also wanted us to have a relationship with God here first.
Do you think-
Because if you haven't seen your dad since you were born, and all of a sudden some guy you're like, hey, I'm your dad, you're gonna be like, who the fuck are you? I don't know you. You're not my daddy.
Yeah, yeah.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
wanted us to start to get to know the Father while we are here, but you cannot know the Father when a demon is talking in your ear and telling you, hey, you're depressed. Hey, you're nothing. Hey, da-da-da-da-da. You're in a low vibrational
Okay.
state.
So do you think religion was like necessary or is necessary?
Religion is a
Or
framework.
do you think that you can come to the realization of God through spirituality?
You can,
So you don't need
but you
religion.
can also get lost. Nobody needs religion.
Okay.
But you can also get lost if you are circling waters that you've never been in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you just got on a ship right now, you're like, yeah, I'm going to the middle of the ocean. I'm gonna fucking sail to fucking Japan. You're gonna get lost.
Yeah, yeah.
You need a compass. The teachings of Christ is a compass to go through spirituality and figure out how to get to God.
Yeah.
That's really what it is, right? It's so you don't get lost. It's like, hey, I'm the light.
Do you think every
I'm the way.
Do you think every religious person needs some type of spiritual like awareness or something like that?
You need spiritual awareness, yes. But you also, I think this is the first time I'm talking so much in a podcast episode because like I'm literally like dropping gems right now. But you need spiritual awareness. You need,
To follow Christ, right?
most religions don't follow Christ.
If you're a Christian.
If you're a Christian, yes, you need to follow the teachings of Christ. That's
So-
what makes you a Christian.
You need spiritual
Not religion. Religion is not what makes you a Christian.
to be like Christ. Do you need to be spiritual person?
Yes.
You need to be.
We
right?
all do. Whether you're a Christian, Muslim, Jewish,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
every human
Yeah.
being needs to be spiritual.
That's my whole point.
But religion is a structure.
And spirit is inside of you.
Yes.
You don't learn your spirit through a book. You learn it through experiences.
You could learn it through a book,
But you need
but it doesn't. The book is a guide. The book
Exactly.
is knowledge.
The experience is what's gonna build
Right.
your spirituality. Right?
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
Oh, I've been got it.
Okay. So the experience, practicing these things, having Christ consciousness and living like Christ,
Yeah.
or however way, different religions talk about the same Christ consciousness, but in different things. They
Different
might not talk
ways.
about
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Like Buddhists, for example, there's a lot of spirituality in Buddhism.
Yeah, just start learning about
Yeah,
Buddhists.
that could raise your vibration to a sense of where you can have downloads, you can transcend as a human being to a spiritual, like, awareness or awakening.
Yeah.
But the spiritual world, bro, is so fucking vast. Imagine we've not even like explored the oceans, like more than
Yeah,
5%
yeah,
of the
yeah.
oceans. So imagine things that are outside of our dimension, what we don't understand, bro. Like it's so fucking vast. So now you're a spiritual being. Guess what? That's not where it ends. It becomes more complicated the higher you climb.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, yeah, the first step is to escape the matrix and escape the spiritual prison that we're in, but the journey doesn't end, bro. We have till eternity.
So
What do you
is
think
so
happens after Earth? What do you think happens in eternity? We're just
probably
chilling?
another no.
No, we're
But
not just chilling.
so
There's a whole other world, like worlds, dimensions,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Shit is endless.
Of course, fam. I took mushrooms. I seen different fucking
You
things,
took
fam.
mushrooms, bro?
Yeah, a while ago,
Bro,
fam. When I
you
was
gotta tell me what that experience was like. You
well,
want to talk about it?
I won't lie. When I took it, I didn't get like the experience some people get where they say like they're seeing all these beings and stuff like that. But I'll tell you, like, it is definitely a spiritual drug.
Yes.
The first time I took it, I thought it was like a party drug. Da 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 da.
Mushroom is no
It's
joke.
no joke. And like I did see a little bit of like basically like let's say these lights or like these tiles. I was seeing small patterns that were moving around, you know what I mean? But I wasn't seeing like some people say they see like actual beings and shit. I wasn't seeing all that, but like let's say for example this wall like it'd be waving and shit, you know what I mean? That was the first time I took in like I felt because of where I was feeling kind of depressed and I felt lonely too. You know, it wasn't a good experience. I was there in my blanket, holding myself, like sitting on my bed, feeling fucked up. And when I looked at my phone, like I couldn't even read it, you know? I didn't like electronics or whatever, and I couldn't even eat either. For something like I was trying to eat like some chicken nuggets, they're tasting disgusting. But another time I took it, I was with my homies, broski, I'm sitting down, my eyes are closed, and I could feel like I felt like I was the room. Like I felt like I was as big as the room. Like, and I also felt, broski, when you're on that shit, you feel like you are in the presence of God. Like you don't want to say nothing to offend anybody because it's gonna piss you off or you're gonna feel super guilty. And you don't want to hear no one offend anybody either. Broski, I'm there at my homie's crib. We hear two people arguing off the balcony and it was cheesing us because two people were arguing and like I was getting so frustrated. I wanted to tell them like stop arguing. You get what I'm trying to say? Fam, it's definitely like there's some spirituality to those type of drugs, fam. They bring you to like understand that like wow, God is really present here. Like you know what I'm trying to say? And there's things that we can't see on the day-to-day basis, but it's like it's there. You know what I'm trying to say?
What if I told you like there's things on Earth like mushroom that are here to give us a glimpse or to raise our vibration, but temporarily. But there's ways that you can organically, or you should be able to organically by yourself, take yourself to that type of spiritual um, enlightenment where you feel those things, but in a greater scale because it's a permanent thing. Mushroom is a window. It
Yeah,
opens your eyes to be able to see past the fact that you're a human being that got to go to work, that got to go
exactly.
to school, that got to do this, but it's temporary. It wears out after a bit, right?
Yeah, and it makes your brain feel all fucked up like it's been working overtime. I swear to you,
It opens pathways in
it
your
puts your
brain that
whole
you,
brain in like it's working. Like I feel like sometimes we're just using some part of our brain. When you're off that, fam, you'll feel the back of your head to the front of your brain working, fam. Like everything is going.
you know, human beings are very powerful beings, but even like there's a reason why they put beings after humans, human beings.
Because we're being.
But we don't, a lot of times we focus on the human part and we forget that we are beings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are God's creations. We are image of God, right? So we are in our own right, like creators as well. That's why we're able to achieve all these, remarkable things. But most people don't strive to, should I say, come into spiritual awakening. A lot of times it's either by force or they don't ever wake up. Most people are still asleep. By force, I mean, let's say somebody almost has a near death experience or they get in a car accident. They're like, shit, my life flashed before my eyes. Now I got to see things differently. Or force in the sense of you took mushrooms and all of a sudden it's like, boom, what the fuck?
And then your whole life
I
changes.
exist.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
literally.
And you can never come back from that because you will always remember, damn. But did you notice that after the mushrooms wore off and da 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 da, a few days
And the
later, you
next day you're
went back
back
to
to normal.
work,
Yeah, you're back to
you're back to
normal.
the programming.
But you never forget how you
You
felt
never
though.
forget, but you are not
It's not the
constantly in
same
that state.
experience. Yeah, it's not the same
Exactly.
experience, but
So
you're
now
gonna
you're
always
back to the
remember.
program of go to work, go to
Yeah, yeah,
school.
yeah.
Da, da, da. Why do you think a lot of monks go to the middle of nowhere? Why do you think they go to mountains? Why do you think they go to places that they're secluded? Because they need to deprogram themselves. They need to be separated from everyday life. They need to be separated from the distractions and the things that inhibit us in this prison planet.
Do you think that the devil's within us?
No.
No? Okay.
The
But-
devil's influence is around us and therefore it works in us, but it's not within us. And
Okay.
also a lot of things like Lucifer ain't talking to nobody's ears, bro. Like Lucifer don't talk to people.
But you think we're like God.
Yes,
So you think God's spirit is in us.
definitely, 100%. We are in God's image, God's
So do you
spirit.
believe everything comes from God? Good and evil?
Yes,
Does the devil come from God?
devil was created by God. Yes,
So doesn't that partly mean we have the devil in us if we share the same characteristics as God and the devil comes from God?
okay. Do you look like your great grandfather?
No.
Do you have his memories?
That guy was probably black as fuck.
Do you have
know
his
what I'm trying to say?
memories?
No.
Okay, but you came from him, right?
But you're speaking on a human level.
On a human level. On a spiritual level, the devil didn't create us. So no, we don't.
No, the devil didn't create us. I'm saying
Yeah.
God created the devil.
Separate
So, separately, of course. So
from us.
who's more wicked, God or the
Lucifer
devil?
was also
Who's more
not
wicked?
Lucifer was not created to be evil. Just
He wasn't
so
created
you know.
to be evil,
No.
but he turned evil.
He turned evil, but
Okay.
he was not created to be evil.
So where did his wickedness come from?
Free will, jealousy, envy, the same kind of characteristics that we exhibit when we are in a lower vibration.
But God has all of those characteristics too.
Not necessarily.
Of course, it says God is a jealous God. He doesn't want you to worship other gods
There's a reason for that.
because he knows
The
he's
word
the only one.
remember, things have
worthy.
been translated to English,
Yeah.
right? So jealous, I don't know. There's a
Jealousy
reason.
could work both ways.
There's a
brother.
reason. Jealousy is not necessarily a bad thing, but
That's
it
what
could
I'm
be a
trying to
bad
say.
thing. But there's also debate that the God, the Old Testament God,
Yeah.
there might have been different gods that were playing a role, but they just summed them up to one God.
Do you believe there's one above all?
There is one above all, but there's other gods.
Okay.
So
There could be other gods.
yes.
But
So
there's
God,
one that-
God destroying, for example, God destroying beings and man that lived on earth in the time of Noah.
Yeah.
A lot of people died. Does that make God evil? No.
No. But to some people, they might perceive God as evil.
Right, but there was a reason for that. There was a reason why he did that. Right?
Of course.
The earth was corrupted. The only time God has ever destroyed the earth is in periods where there's corruption of his grand design.
There's a reason
it's
why.
pretty much like backspace, delete.
There's a reason.
Refresh.
Do you think God makes mistakes?
I'm not God. I can't answer for him.
Just give me your opinion.
My opinion does not matter.
Oh my God! Now he wants to come with the opinion.
No, for real. Like my opinion does not matter. I'm not him.
We've been discussing God.
Does
this whole
God make
time.
mistakes? No, maybe not. But everything is part of his grand design.
Okay.
Yes.
So
So Lucifer was given free will. God understands the concept of free will. God knows it can go either ways. But there is a hope. All right.
what I'm trying to
Let
say
me give you
is-
an example.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll use an earthly because we're on earth.
Yeah.
I'll use an earthly thing.
Go ahead.
Do you do everything that your parents want you to do?
Maybe not.
Definitely not. Are you the person that your parents had in mind when they were like, oh, one day we're gonna have a baby and he's gonna like, do whatever we want him to do and he's gonna like go to medical school?
No. You grow up to be your own person, man.
Exactly. You grow up to be your own person. Your parents could not even, conceive of who you were gonna become.
Yeah.
Right? Cool, but they say God knows who we are gonna
that's
be,
not
right?
the case for God.
Right. No, but I'm just like trying to like, make it a very like simplistic.
Yeah, keep
That's
it
why
simple,
that's why you became Muslim, bro.
Keep it simple,
So I'm
bro.
trying to keep it simple.
Okay, keep it
So
simple.
your parents hoped that you would be in their image, what they wanted you to be. But you still had the free will to do whatever the fuck you
But
wanted to do.
their image of me might not be of what God wanted for me.
Okay. Did God want you to be in a stage where you were separated from him, where you were feeling like you were depressed?
Yes,
Da-da-da-da-da?
of course he did.
Okay, perhaps he did because he wanted you to learn something and for you to find your way back to him, right? Cool.
Stronger. better.
Exactly.
You get what I'm trying
Sometimes
to say?
we got to go through those challenges to like, strengthen our resolve and our spiritual nature.
That's my whole point.
But back to the earthly parents now. Your earthly parents hoped that you would be what they want you to be, even though they know that you would eventually be a man and make your own decisions, right?
Maybe.
That's free will. So God hopes that we love him. He hopes that we want to be with him and want to be in his presence and don't want to serve the lesser gods and recognize him as the ultimate creator.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean he's going to force it down our throats.
No,
But
no.
your parents also disciplined you when you were younger, when you didn't know better. And even till today, they probably give you advice like, yo, that's not the right way to do things. The same way God has a correction, discipline, disciplinary type, personality where when he sees humanity going astray, he's like, no. I gave them free will, but this is not it.
Yeah. But like you said, God
Clean the slate.
God is not forcing us because he does. If he's forcing us, then that free will is gone.
Yes.
So,
but it wasn't the first time. There's different kinds of question that the more even I spiritually evolve, like the more like there are certain downloads that come with that, right? So it's like God, in my opinion, I believe it wasn't the first time he did this free will thing.
okay.
He did it with angels. That's why Lucifer rebelled.
Yeah.
And then he did it again with us.
Yeah, with us.
Hoping that we would choose him. But look at it this way. Has he been wrong though?
Never.
A lot of people, millions of people, in fact, billions of people still choose God today.
Exactly.
So
he's never wrong. Fam, God is all knowing. Like
it's all a grand plan.
Like hear me out. Do you believe in like destiny or things that are written?
Yes.
Like, so do you believe that like the way your life goes is how it was written to be?
Not always. That's what demonic influence is. It's to corrupt God's plan. That's what that is. That's what that negative energy, that lower vibrational, lower vibrational state. That's what that is.
Even though God knows, like, because God knows everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, that's what we've all been taught. God knows everything. He's the all-knowing. He knows what happened before, what's to come. So, does he not already know? Like, how I believe it is like God, because he created this world and he's seen everything, he knows every possible outcome to every type of choice you could make.
Yes.
He knows every possible outcome. So he doesn't know exactly which one you're going to make, but he knows exactly where it will lead you every time. So that's what I think it explains, like how he knows everything, because he doesn't necessarily know exactly what you're going to choose to do, but he knows if you choose to do this, you're going to end up here. And if you choose to do that, you're going to end up there.
He knows. Before you were formed, before you were born, he knew you. He knows your soul.
Yeah.
He knows your thoughts.
Okay.
That's another difference between God and the devil.
So do we have free will?
Yeah. He will still let you fuck up.
Choose, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The difference between, one other difference between God and, the other side is the devil can't read your mind.
No.
He can manipulate you, but he can't read your mind. He doesn't know your thoughts. God does, right? So what I'm trying to say is he knows everything you're going to do. He knows your whole life. No matter what choices you make, what diversions, whatever,
Yeah.
He knows it all. He's still going to let you fall. He's still going to let you learn. He's still going to let you try to raise that vibration.
But what do you think the purpose of that is for?
That's what your free will is.
But what do you think the purpose of you fucking up is for? What's the greater purpose?
The greater purpose is for you to find out your life's mission, become who you were meant to be.
Yeah.
And hopefully at the end of the day, choose God.
Okay, so you don't think the devil plays a role in you going through those mistakes?
Yes.
So that's why I think the devil is like being used to help us become
The
better.
devil isn't being used. So God, all praise to the Most High,
Yes.
his plan. The devil has his plan too. So you ever heard about this guy named Job in the Bible?
Job?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. Let me teach you something new today. There's this guy named Job.
Who is he? A disciple?
God loved Job. No, he was just a regular nigga, bro.
Okay.
Job was a regular nigga.
Is he in every Bible or is
Yes,
this
he's in
specific?
every Christian Bible.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know if it's in the Quran, but I don't think it would be in the Quran.
Yeah.
Because Job was, it could have been a parable, but same thing. Job was a person that loved God, right? Loved God. He was a righteous man, right? He had everything. He had a wife. He had children, a bunch of children. He had sheep. He was rich. And the devil went to God and was like, this guy loves you, and you think he loves you. All right, watch me work. Watch this. Watch this. It's like, I'm going to fuck Job up so bad that Job is going to curse you, right? Because God is very happy when we love him.
Yeah.
So the devil is like, I don't like to see God happy. I don't like to see the children of God happy.
Okay.
I don't like to see this relationship they got going on because I'm jealous of that. I used to be God's favorite. Now he loves these humans so much. He's like, I'm going to make Job hate you, right?
Okay.
So God was like, bet. So the devil went, killed his children, killed his wife, killed his flock, took everything from Job, made Job sick. Pretty much Job was in
Just
a place.
fucked up his life.
Yeah, Job was in a place where like he could have been like, fuck, I gotta kill myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there.
And
We
what
are
did he
all
do?
Job.
What did he decide to do?
Right? Job still would not curse God. Job still loved God after losing everything, bro.
Okay.
Imagine being a multi-billionaire. And then just because the devil had it in his mind to like just fuck your shit up, bro, you just lost everything.
So you don't think
back to back to back, everything just started going fucking wrong and you just lost it all.
So do you think through all of those losses that Job guy's faith grew smaller or stronger for God?
The same. He was not wavered. He did not change.
He didn't budge.
Yeah. It's just like, damn, God give it, God take it. Fuck, I guess this is what it is, man.
And then that means he already had strong faith to begin with.
He loved God. When you love somebody, when Jesus loved us, he died for us. When Jesus loves us, but not loved. He died for us, bro. He came to earth. He suffered. Imagine if you created something.
But bro, we're suffering
And that
every day.
thing-
We're suffering. These people are suffering every day.
That's why I said it's a prison planet, right? It goes back to the same thing I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's a prison planet. We've been suffering for a very long time. The Israelites, the children of Israel, suffered for hundreds of years, bro. They were like, where is God?
But it was
Has God
written,
forsaken
it
us?
was written, fam, that this shit was supposed to happen.
Exactly. Grand scheme of things. The divine plan, bro.
So you can't question it.
Can't question
You
it.
can't call
But
this place a prison. This is
what is prison for?
a prison. When I think prison, I think of what we have here. Fucking jail, fam.
Why?
Bars, misery,
Why?
gay men. That's all there is, fam.
Why? Prison is reform.
Nah, fam.
Prison is supposed to be
It's
a
supposed
place
to be
for reform.
But there is no reform
Okay,
in
because
these
human
prisons.
beings are not perfect. Prison is reform. We are sent here. We were cast away from the Garden of Eden for us to go figure out why the fuck we fucked up and realize that, okay, we had it easy. Now we got to work for it, right? We fucked up. Now we got to beg and apologize and be like, yeah, we fucked up. We got to figure out our shit and be like, okay, how can we make it up to God? Because he gave us everything for free. Adam didn't beg for him to be perfect. Adam didn't beg for God to love him. Adam didn't beg for God to give him special privileges. It just was. So he took it for granted. He didn't know what he had.
Fam, hear me out. From day one when we were created, Adam, we were thrown right into paradise, right into the garden.
Exactly.
We didn't earn that spot.
Exactly.
So, my nigga.
And what happens when you don't appreciate privilege?
Okay, I get that. But I don't think God hates us, brother. For us to get...
If God didn't love us, he wouldn't allow Jesus Christ to come and save us, for him to show us the way back to him.
I guess. But
so
what I'm
yeah,
trying to
God
say
doesn't hate us.
What I'm trying to say is for God to kick us out, first of all, we never really did anything to even earn paradise. We were just born and put directly into
Born
it.
with a silver spoon. So now God is like, all right, You didn't understand that you had it easy.
So he wants us to earn our way back
yes,
in there.
reform, and that's what spiritual transcendence is.
I guess if you want to call
Man
it a
becoming
prison,
back to his original form. Man becoming godlike again.
if you want to call it a prison, you could call it a prison. I see it more as like a school. But I guess now that you explained it,
These days, what are people saying? If you put school and jail side by side,
yeah,
kind of it's the same thing,
yeah,
bro. It's a place where
yeah,
people
yeah.
learn.
But that's what I was getting to. Is like I feel like this is a place for learning. You get what I'm trying to say?
It is a place for learning.
When I think of prison, it's like more of like discipline, which I guess this is discipline too, brother. But I don't know. I use school. You can use prison. I guess it's the same thing once you start.
Yes, we're here to
explaining it.
learn,
Yeah, yeah,
and we're
yeah.
here because of our actions that took us from the grace that we had.
Yeah, yeah.
And now we're here.
So do you believe in like reincarnation? Do you believe we've been here before?
You could be reincarnated.
Or do you believe we're fresh souls put here?
Some people are.
Some are?
Some are.
So
a lot
how-
of people are not fresh souls, though.
So what? You think the people who are more wise have been here before?
Yeah,
And the people who are kind of clueless, this is their first run?
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
I could agree too.
Yeah, not just that. There's people that just don't remember. They're not in tune with their
Did you?
spiritual.
Because you said when you were a child you had like spiritual like.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Okay.
They
I just
don't
wanted to ask
They're
you.
not. They're not ready for
I
all
just
that.
want to ask you one thing, brother. When you were young, did you ever have a thought saying like, "I've been here before"?
I've always known that I've been here before.
You've known that.
Yes.
Okay. Because me personally, when I was younger too, like when I was really young, 7, 8, I used to feel like I've been here before, but I don't know what I'm doing here right now. But I felt like I've been here before and I know how to operate here. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I felt like that.
Yeah. So what do you think about like pretty much we'll be talking about like black people, like we'll be talking about our culture, our mindset, about like becoming
Godlike.
or whatever. So
Yeah.
like how do you think that can be translated to like just day to day, bro? Like
Day to day.
how we interact with each other. What like we in
I feel
Toronto,
like-
obviously.
Mhm.
So it's like
I feel like for one, the city, but it's not just city, the world, but I'm gonna speak about the city. The city is like, it lacks empathy for each other, love, you know what I'm trying to say?
Mhm.
Like, there's no community. You get what I'm trying to say? There's like, we have a culture here, but the culture is like bullshit, man. It's party culture, it's sex culture. It's like, there's no God in our culture. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of people, especially young people, like, they hear the topic of God, religion, they get bored. They get like, they feel like there's no connection with them to God. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of these young people nowadays, they just like doing drugs, fam. They're so confused, fam. Especially with this LGBTQ shit. These guys are like, they don't even know what they are. Am I going too far with that?
we don't talk about that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
For
we don't
real?
talk.
You don't talk about that?
No, we
Why
don't
not?
talk
You
about
afraid? Are you
that.
afraid of those guys?
I'm not afraid of anybody. We just don't talk about it.
Why? You think it's offensive?
It could be.
I mean, well, you're a God-fearing man,
I am.
so you know it's unright. You know it's not right to be.
Who am I to judge anybody?
I'm not. You don't have to judge anything. You don't have to judge any person. I'm talking about the actions. I'm not speaking of a person. I'm saying, do you think it's right for a man to have sex with another man?
Who am I to judge anybody's
Fam,
actions?
you're yourself. Just like the same, I don't believe black people should be beefing with each other, calling each other ops, trying to kill each other. You get what I'm trying to say?
Facts.
I don't believe that young black people should be selling drugs as they thinking that's the
But
only
it is a
way.
reality.
It is reality, but doesn't mean it has to be.
So what did
reality.
your belief change
About what?
about black people, about anything?
Brother, all my life, I felt like because I'm a mixed race, I have a white mother and I have a black father. So all my life, I always felt connected to black people. You get what I'm trying to say?
You are black, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm saying, when you're growing up, some people, they look you light skinned, they make jokes, they try to disassociate you. But I've always felt more black than I felt white. You get what I'm trying to say? If I'm in a room full of white people or black people, I'm gonna chill with the black people. But I can still communicate with white people, but I just don't relate to them as well as I do with black people. You get what I'm trying to say? So the only thing that separates me from most black people is I actually had a father in my life. You get what I'm trying to say? So I actually had something to look up to. You get what I'm trying to say? A lot of black people, they don't have a father, so they grow up with their mother only, and then they become a little bit feminized because that's the only role model they have. You get what I'm trying to say? It's the truth. Like a lot of like that's what most criminals are. Like it's or yeah, crash out guys are people who have no control over themselves. They react like a woman. I'm not trying to say all no women have control of themselves, but women are more emotional. They're gonna react off their emotions. A lot of these crash out guys who think they're tough, they're just reacting off of their emotions. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
To be a strong man, you need to control yourself, even your anger, because anger is like one of the most powerful things. It's hard to control anger. That shit makes you cry when you're trying to hold it back. You get what I'm trying to say? You feel like you want to explode from inside out. So that is what makes you strong, because you know you want to do something terrible to whoever, but you know that it's not gonna benefit you. You get what I'm trying to say?
You're on a spiritual journey.
Yes, brother. Of course.
You're getting into a lot
we
of
all are, man.
enlightenment.
Yeah,
And,
man.
you know, one thing I would say, since we're talking about Christ consciousness, right? I want you to focus on looking through all the things that might not agree with you and to see the soul behind the people. I want you to look at people in a lens of, you might not agree with what they do, but you see the God in them.
I do see it. But I
Right.
see that we're all confused. We're all lost. We're all trying to be on our
Brother,
way.
we have been lost since we left the Garden of Eden. Nothing is new under the sun.
Okay.
Everybody sins, everybody fucks, everybody does all types of shit. It's irrelevant to your journey. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
No,
You
bro.
might not agree with certain things in the world, but you're not here to save the world, my guy.
We're supposed to be like Christ, okay?
You are supposed to be like Christ.
We are.
You are.
I am.
Yes.
But okay, I am. But what Christ was an example. So if I'm supposed to be like Christ, I'm supposed to be an example also.
Bro, the people.
Christ didn't just act good for himself.
Okay. Let me say something that's going to surprise you. Maybe you don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jesus Christ came to save people. He was preaching, he was loving on people, he was saying all the right things, and they killed that nigga. Right?
Okay, okay. So what, you saying I'm supposed to be afraid of that happening to me?
No. But they killed Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why do you think that happened?
Because he was changing people's minds, probably changing the way people were like, he was bringing people back to the way of God.
Mm.
And
But if that was the right way, if that was the right thing to do, why'd he die?
Because the leaders of this world now and then are influenced by Satan. So, and Satan doesn't like to see God's worship. So he's gonna remove those type of people.
Okay.
But at the end of the day,
Let me ask this question in a different way.
Yeah.
Did Jesus Christ ever force anybody to listen to him?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Did he ever force his doctrine down people's throat?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. He knew everything. So why did he start like beating up people? Follow me. Yeah, follow me, nigga. Yeah, I know everything, nigga.
No,
I'm here to save y'all. Can't you see that I'm here to save y'all? Do you have any gay friends?
Never.
Never.
I've never had a gay friend.
You should, bro. It'll change your life.
Man, what? Yo, pause. Say no Diddy, fam. Come on, you tripping. You are
know why I
tripping.
said-
I can't
you know
even
why I
sit
said
like
that?
that anymore. You feel me? Nah, fam.
You know why I said that?
Why should I have a gay friend? I had a
Jesus
gay...
Christ.
What?
We're talking about Christ consciousness, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
welcomed all to his table.
Listen, if a gay person wants to have a conversation, I'll have a conversation. If he starts acting all weird, I'm going to say, brother, this is not for me.
Okay, so you're Muslim. I'm
Yeah,
Christian.
Yeah.
Let's say you wanted to tell me that being a Muslim was the right way. Do you think it's by forcing it? Like, yo, you're a Christian, you don't know the truth, blah, 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 blah. Do you think that's the way that I'm going to want to be a Muslim?
No, you can't yell at someone like that.
No,
You
but I'm
can't.
just saying, like, do you think by criticizing my religion, you told me you were Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you what you believe is wrong?
No.
But yeah, we're agreeing on a lot of things.
Of course.
Why do you think that is?
Fam, I don't know, but in the Quran it says that the Christians or whoever people who follow Christ are very similar to Muslims. So you have to treat them like with respect, because we're the closest in faith to each other. You know what I'm trying to say?
Respect doesn't make me agree with what you say.
I'm saying we have the closest in faith. We have
The
differences.
reason why we probably agree with a lot of things that we talked about behind the scenes is because spiritually we understand certain things behind certain things.
Yeah.
So we agree with that spiritual nature. It's not about religion. I don't care if you're Muslim, if you're fucking whatever. I don't care. In fact, I don't even care if I'm Christian.
Can I give you a story of this one gay, you could kind of say friend, I guess I had. I didn't know he was gay until he was kind of trying to come out to me in a weird way. But I was like, basically, I lived in a house.
You gotta say no Diddy.
Nah, fam, no Diddy. Listen, we were kids, right?
Okay.
We were kids, but basically, what's it called? I lived in a house at this time, and his parents were renting my basement.
Gotcha.
Because it had 2 bedrooms in the kitchen, laundry room, everything. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? So, and I used to go hang out down there sometimes because, first of all, he had a mom that was like kind of a dyke, and he had a stepdad. But anyways, I used to go down there because he had a whole bunch of like exotic animals. The nigga had piranhas that he would feed baby mice. They had a baby like alligator or some type of small fucking alligator. I swear to God, they had a tiny alligator down there. And they had a scorpion. Like, they had exotic animals, you know?
Yeah.
So I used to go down there and watch them feed the piranha, and like, you know, sometimes I'll play a Game Boy or some shit, and we used to hang out a little bit because I didn't know he was gay at the time. He was just like, he was just a regular kid like my age. Yeah, I didn't know he was gay until like there was one time where we were in my backyard in the pool. Like, we had like a fake setup blow up pool.
Yeah.
And we were just in there. And he splashed me with water, and I splashed him back, and it got in his eye, and like he started overreacting, and he was crying. He's like, "Oh my God, my eye, my eye!" Like, he was acting really girly about it, but I didn't really think much about it. I just thought like he's a soft kid, you know. I didn't think much, but whatever. So, but that made me think like this guy's a little girly, you know. And then one day, what's it called? I was doing some dishes, and like he told me like to come outside. I told him, okay, like I'm gonna come outside after I finish this shit. So I came outside. And then we're chilling by the sidewalk in front of my house. And he's like, yo, can I tell you something? But like you have to promise like you won't tell nobody, like, you know, you're not gonna believe this when I tell you. And I was like, go ahead, you know, like say it. What are you trying to say? And he's like, you're not gonna believe me. You're not gonna believe me. Like, and I'm like, bro, just say it. Like, what are you trying to tell me? And he's like, all right. The man told me when there's a full moon, he turns into Miley Cyrus. No, not even Miley Cyrus. He said he turns into Hannah Montana. Not even Miley Cyrus. You know the difference, right?
Yeah.
He told me he turns into Hannah Montana. And like, when I heard full moon, I thought he was gonna say like a werewolf or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
The man said I turned into Hannah Montana. I said, what? And at that time, like the show was out. So I said, do you mean you turn into Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana? He's like, no, I only turn into Hannah Montana. And like, from then, I didn't know what he was saying. I just thought he was weird. I said, fam, no, you don't. You don't turn into Hannah Montana. Like, who you trying to lie to? You think I'm gonna believe that? You're a fucking black guy. How could you turn into Hannah Montana when there's a full moon? Then boom, he's like, I do. He kept trying to convince me. I said, fam, no, you don't. Boom, I go home. And it wasn't until a couple years later, like, I was like, what did he mean by that? And then I realized, like, bro, the man was telling me he's gay. Like, he wanted to be a girl or some shit, right? Because, like, what else could that mean? You turn into Hannah Montana? The man was trying to come out to me in, like, a easy way, you know what I'm trying to say? And you know what's fucked up, broski? He did end up being gay later on in life. He got the whole surgery, turned himself to a woman, all of that stuff. Because my mom still knew his mom, so she's seen him on Facebook years later, turned into a complete woman. So it's like, I don't have anything against gay people, but I just think they don't think properly. You get what I'm trying to say? I don't know what it is. I don't hate them. I just feel like there's something messed up, you know? That's my opinion. Yeah, man.
Yo, well, for your sake, I hope that when this podcast is released, you don't get a lot of backlash because...
Hey, man, I'm not afraid to be criticized, man. I criticize people too, you feel me? This is what
Hey,
it
man,
is.
all in the spirit of love, all in the spirit of like,
There
you know,
go.
just
some
like
people
open
are gonna love you,
conversations.
some people are gonna hate you, you know?
Yeah, but hey, man, you're here to save the world, bro.
We're all here, man. We're all here.
Yeah.
We all have a purpose. You get what I'm trying to say?
that type shit.
Yeah, man. You don't think so? You don't think we all have a purpose, man?
Why you trying to drag me into this?
Because I'm just trying to like you're making it seem like it's just me.
yeah. No,
No,
no, no, no,
brother.
no, no, no,
I
no,
feel like
no,
we all
no.
have
We all have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if that's what you feel is your purpose to change the mindset of people, then that is a fucking amazing thing. I'm
Yeah.
happy for you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, do that.
I want to see like more love. I want to see more community. You get what I'm trying to say?
But you don't got no gay friends.
But that doesn't mean I have to have a gay friend.
It starts with you,
Bro, I wanna see families come together. I wanna see neighborhoods come together. I wanna see people put the guns down. I'm not worried about gay people. Listen to me. Gay people are not really like doing much. They're just being gay. They're not like
okay.
they're not
So why
killing people.
aren't we talking about the people that are killing people? Why are we spending so much time talking about their gay people,
so let's
bro?
talk about that, man. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the young drug dealers and shit, man. You get what I'm trying to say? Those guys who think that's the only way out. You know?
All right, let's talk about them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like niggas need education. I feel like niggas need a different type of education because whatever is going on right now is just not working. You get what I'm trying to say?
Should I tell you something?
Go ahead.
We live in a prison planet.
You said that 5 times, man. Let's get past the prison planet.
Are gonna kill niggas, bro.
You think that's the way of life, bro?
Yes.
Nah, man.
People kill people.
That's the white man's mentality that's been given to us.
Nah, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm African.
Yeah.
In Africa, even before the white man, niggas killed niggas.
For what was the circumstances?
I don't know. Probably like, you know, you fucked somebody else's wife. Probably like you stole somebody else's land. Probably like, you know, your brother don't like you and he popped you like Cain did to Abel. Oh, I think I just rhymed there or some type shit. You feel me? Niggas have always killed niggas.
So therefore, where did you get that information from? Brother, black people are naturally loving people, brother. Naturally. It's in our nature to love each other, broski. You can't tell me I'm lying.
You lying.
You can't tell me I'm lying.
Human beings. I love that we always be talking about like, you know, specifically like black people or this, black people.
Okay, people.
We are all human beings, bro. People kill people. White people pop white people. Spanish people kill Spanish people. Black people kill black people. Everybody killing everybody. So when you specify and try to like talk like black people are supposed to be this peaceful race type shit, even Moses killed somebody, bro.
But that was after. That was after the sin. Okay. What I mean,
bro.
Originally,
Cain killed Abel.
No.
When did that start? Prison planet. After Adam and Eve left the Garden of Eden.
Did Adam kill anybody?
No. Exactly.
All right. So originally, we loved everything, fam.
Originally, mankind. You can narrow it down to black people, Spanish people. I don't give a fuck.
Do you believe black people were the original people?
Yes.
Yes, right? Yes. So that's why I speak on black people, because I speak of the original people.
Okay. Cool. Everybody that is a human being and not an altered chimera or mixed with aliens type shit is supposed to be a likeness of God. Yeah. God is a person, God is a being that's full of love, so we should all love each other.
There
Gay,
you go.
straight, killer, non-killer, everybody just fucking be peaceful and let's live this, you know, harmonious fucking paradise life and everybody can be happy.
Why you sound so sarcastic when you're speaking like that? Huh?
What the fuck?
Fam, does that not seem possible? Is that so far-fetched?
Yes.
Why?
Because until Jesus Christ comes back to rule for 1,000 years of peace, people
what if Jesus is coming back?
People.
What if Jesus not come back how you expect him to come back? What if he's coming back through different people such as me and someone else and other people, and it's our spirit that's going to be like Christ?
Okay. I can tell you categorically.
Yeah.
He tried that once, and they killed him.
That's why
He
he can't just
tried-
come back
he
as
tr-
one man. He has to come back as different people, bro. Or else they're just gonna take him out again.
Jesus Christ did not come to earth to tell us that earth is going to be perfect in this variation of earth as it is. He never said that. He
There-
said he's preparing, or rather, he has prepared a kingdom for us outside of here. So why am I going to keep thinking that the world is going to be a peaceful utopia without Jesus Christ, like, or without like us ascending spiritually? Not in this dimension, bro.
Yeah.
Not in this
You
dimension.
see, with that mindset is like you don't see a better world for this world because you're thinking of like
When did Michael Jackson sing that song, Heal the World, Make It a Better Place?
yeah, man. They were trying to speak that into us because so
Bro,
much of
you
us are
can
asleep.
sing it.
But brother,
You
I
can
can't believe
sing it.
you can't see in this day and age how many people are waking up, brother. It's
What
changing.
has that changed?
Brother, it's
What
changing.
has that changed?
It's changing.
People can wake up all they want. We still live in a prison planet.
It's gonna get to a point where there's gonna be a civil war, brother.
So that means you think that those people waking up are going to instill violence on the other people instilling violence. How is that peace, bro?
Because at some point, listen, God never told. Listen,
guy.
God said, "Thou shalt not kill," but God never said, "Just let people torture and kill you." You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, he
Especially-
did. Jesus Christ said, if somebody slaps you, turn the other cheek.
Yeah, he said if someone slaps you, turn the other cheek. He didn't say if someone's trying to stab you, just let them take
All
your
right.
life.
I'm going to reiterate. They killed him. Who did he kill? Did he come back and slide?
Listen,
Did his disciples slide for
hear me out,
Jesus?
hear me out. Because this is how
Come
I feel.
on,
This is how I
man.
feel. This is how I feel. I feel like if you're a real God-fearing man,
Yeah.
you should have no other fear. No man should instill fear in you.
Okay.
Only God. You shouldn't even fear death because you're already promised if you live correctly, you're gonna see.
Now I'm starting.
better
I'm starting
afterlife.
to. I'm starting to get that Islam
Okay, you're
reference.
getting that vibe.
Yeah.
okay?
Now you're talking like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
Islam,
Okay.
like a Muslim.
Yeah, man.
I see it now.
Yes, brother.
And
Alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah,
Yes, sir.
all praise to the Most High. But brother, violence changes nothing.
No. That's what you believe. Violence changed us. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm.
Violence made us become either afraid or more violent. But what I'm trying to say is God judges your intentions, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Even Moses killed somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to say is like, this war that's coming is gonna be a righteous war. It's not gonna be a war full of hate, a war that we're gonna be taking innocent lives. No, this war is gonna be against wicked people who don't want to see humanity come together. Fam, they have to go. Anyone who doesn't want to see unity has to go. That's God's will, fam.
How do you know God's will?
Because God said all evil will be destroyed. And
I remember
and
at
for
every
me,
point in the Bible when God wanted to show his wrath, let me tell you, brother, he didn't need you.
of course,
He didn't need us.
He doesn't need us, but he uses us.
Uh,
But hear me out. What I believe evil is doing something that serves no greater purpose.
evil could be a great purpose. Lucifer's purpose has been a great one so far. That's why we're even here having this conversation in this prison planet, brother.
So it has a greater purpose. So that's not evil.
So therefore, are you saying Lucifer is not evil?
I guess it is contradicting what I just said, brother. I won't lie. I guess it is. No, because what I was trying to say is like, you know when you bully someone for no reason,
Yes.
there's no greater purpose.
What if I
In
tell
my
you that
opinion,
you were
that's
meant to
evil.
bully that person?
Yeah,
for that
I
person?
just thought about it because
Yeah.
now they're gonna overcome being a bully.
Okay then.
Yeah. I guess there's no such thing as evil. We just make it up.
No, there is real evil. There's a
If
difference.
you hate God,
there's a
is
difference.
that the only type of evil?
Yeah.
Hating God is the
Yeah.
only type of evil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could agree to that.
Yeah. There's wrongdoing that can be corrected, and then there's pure evil.
Yeah,
You ever seen pure evil? I'm sure you have.
I guess. I
You-
mean, I
you
don't
have.
know. Fuck. I feel like suicide is evil.
Yes.
Harming yourself is evil, in my opinion.
Harming, period. is evil. But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is, you see evil in these streets.
Yeah.
That is evil.
I see evil, man. Yeah, for sure.
You can feel it in the world, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
That's why you're so passionate.
Of course, brother. I've seen good people turn fucked up because they don't know better. Fam, I have homies that are like in jail, that are like doing, they have bad circumstances, but I grew up with them. I know these people are good people. You get what I'm trying to say? But it's like
So they did wrongs.
circumstances, yeah, but it's not only, they did do wrong, but it's like,
You ever seen a kind of person that did wrong and felt nothing, felt no remorse, felt no
of
nothing?
course.
That is pure
Of
evil.
course.
Anybody that cannot be saved is somebody that hates God. And that is a person that is pure evil. They've been taken over by evil.
When they feel no remorse?
Yes. That
I
is a
mean,
person with no soul.
I could agree. I don't know what draws them to that point. You feel me? But I feel like some people.
Those are people that don't
I
know
feel like-
God and
I feel
haven't
like-
experienced that love. They haven't experienced
Exactly.
God's love.
I feel like some people who are close to that point, but they still feel like a slight remorse, you can still save them. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So that's who I care about. I don't care about the people who are like already doing good. I want to connect to the people who are fucked up, but they haven't completely lost their soul yet, but they're there or they're on that road. You get what I'm saying? Because I was on that road, fam.
Maybe that's your mission.
That is my mission, brother.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of people that can relate to me. That's why, like, I feel like God puts us through things so that we can overcome it and then help people behind us who are on a similar path. You get what I'm trying to say?
Very true.
So, even for you, and the thing is, like, there's people that are gonna relate to you more than they can relate to me. And there's
Definitely.
people that are gonna relate to me more than they can relate to you. That's
Definitely.
why we're individuals, so we can like connect with a certain group. You get what I'm trying to say? You're Nigerian and you came here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Nigerians who come here can probably relate to more than me, who's like been born here my whole life. You get what I'm trying to say? And you
Perhaps.
probably have similar experiences that you could help them with that I can't relate to them about. You get what I'm trying to say?
Definitely.
So I feel like God, like, He has us going through different things so we can help people that are similar to us. You get what I'm trying to say?
Definitely. I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, brother.
But what I'm trying to say, brother, love.
Of course, love.
Because when you go down a righteous path,
So you think there's no violence needed for this new world to come? God, always talks about a great war at the end.
that's Jesus' war to fight, not mine.
Oh God. You're gonna let Jesus fight alone? You're not gonna fight with him?
That's not my job.
Why? Because you don't know who's evil and who's not? Is that why?
Perhaps, but like you said, everything has already been ordained, right? That's their war. We don't fight flesh. We fight against principalities and powers.
But what if this new consciousness coming to people is Jesus? What if these people that are waking up is the Jesus' return?
We'll find out
Oh,
on the
my
next. You think so?
I mean, I do think
You could
so,
have a
man.
point.
I do think
You could
so,
have a
man.
point.
I do think
Maybe this is the period where Christ consciousness comes back, and this is a variation of the preparation of the second coming of Christ.
Yes, sir.
But we wouldn't know until it happens. I am very excited though to see where this awakening, because I don't know yet if it's fake. Could be fake
No,
woke.
man, this thing is real, fam.
Nah,
This thing is real.
could be fake woke.
Brother, you're a spiritual man. You know these things are real, brother.
Mm.
You know these downloads are real.
The downloads are real,
Yes, sir.
but they can be mimicked.
By what?
I want you to think about that.
Are you talking about by Satan?
I want you to think about that.
Oh, gosh.
The downloads can be mimicked.
Listen,
Why do you
anything-
think now, of all times, people are waking up to injustice? Like, these things have always happened, bro. So there could just be a fake movement to make people like you think, yes, it's our time. It's our time. We're ready to, and then bloop.
Nah, fam. Because it's real, fam.
Yeah, you feel it?
No, brother. And fam, we're warriors. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm a warrior. A lot of us are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize it, but fam, we are warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even my niggas, like, fam, the thing is, this is why, like, my bro, my homies, fam, they're not afraid to do evil. And I know that might sound fucked up. They're not afraid to commit violence. And that might sound wrong, but it's a good thing to be violent at the same time, because that means that not anyone can just come and bully you. You get what I'm trying to say?
That is not Christ consciousness.
Brother, that is Christ
That is
consciousness.
a Machiavellian
That is Christ consciousness.
philosophy.
It's not about being wicked.
I know.
It's about being strong. Listen, Christ never said, just because he died for our sins doesn't mean that we have to let people tie us up and beat us to death. You get what I'm trying to say? However, he died this way or that way. You get what I'm trying to say? It doesn't mean that we have to go down the same path as that.
All his disciples, most of them did. I don't know if you know about how they died, but it was horrible.
I don't know how they died, man.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is me, I'm a righteous person. But at the end
You
of
are
the day,
not righteous, my friend.
I'm a righteous person. Because even if my actions might be incorrect, it's all about your intentions. You get what I'm trying to say? People could do the same thing with different intentions and God's going to judge them differently.
What makes you righteous?
Because I follow my heart and I try to be truthful. Even if I'm incorrect, God knows my intention is to be pure.
Okay.
I don't judge, I don't operate through hate. You get what I'm trying to say?
Are you sure?
Trust me. Even bad things that happen to me, brother, even bad things that happen to me, I never hate God. I never hate things. The only thing I might hate is like my decisions I make sometimes. You get what I'm trying to say? Even if someone does me wrong, brother, I don't hate nobody because I understand they're making a mistake.
So why, therefore, do you want to advocate for religious war?
It's not religious war.
No, but you said like a religious war is coming
Fam.
that we all have to fight in.
Yeah, brother.
And you got to be the Terminator type shit.
We don't have to commit violence. The thing is, no, we don't have to commit violence. We could do it peacefully. But the thing is that when we try to do it peacefully, the enemy is going to attack us. We have to defend ourselves. That's my whole point. I'm not saying we have to go out and try to attack people. No, we can just move righteously, spread our words. But the thing is, whenever that happens, like Andrew Tate or anybody who tries to speak Jesus, anyone who tries to speak God, they get attacked. So what I'm trying to say is, we can just move how we need to move. But if someone attacks us, we don't need to sit there and take the beating. We don't need to do that. We don't need to suffer and surrender. Who said we need to do that? If we die fighting for what we believe is the right thing, fam, God is not going to send us to hell for that. Is that making sense?
A Christian and a Muslim sat together and had conversations about religion, beliefs, faith, consciousness, God. And these were our observations. I will leave this to the audience to decide which variation makes them feel more like they're a part of something greater. I'll leave that to you.
Team Revolution and Team Surrender. You know what I'm trying to say? Comment which one you're on.
I never said surrender. I never said surrender.
Man, we gotta fight the corruption, man.
We do gotta fight corruption, but that got nothing to do with your soul and whatever. Corruption is it's an idea. It's not a person.
Okay.
So we can fight that idea. I believe in fighting ideas.
Okay. And how do we do that?
By using your voice.
And what
by
else?
using your votes. By creating unity. You can fight for what you believe in. Majority wins the vote, my friend.
Do you create unity with your words or with your actions?
Actions.
So of course it's both going to play a role.
But your voice is powerful. But when you speak unity and you don't practice unity, it is very hard for people to believe when you practice when you don't practice what you preach.
Exactly. Yes. So you have to take action. You can't just speak and not take action, brother. Action is necessary.
We do hope that by these debates, you found something informative that you can digest. Thank you so much, brother, for coming on. the Role Models podcast.
Yes, sir.
And I will be very, very interested to sit down with you again and talk
It's a
about
pleasure, man. I
certain
like the
kinds
name of your podcast, Role Models, because we
Yeah.
need more role models out here. You know what I'm trying to say?
Definitely.
I fuck with that, man.
Definitely.
For real.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you in the next episode.
All right.